In the previous lesson, we showed you how to archive mail by selecting Mail and choosing Archive, which would remove it from your inbox and put it in a big all mail box so that you could search and retrieve it later. However, if you'd like to organize or file your mail, you can create labels for mail. In this tutorial, you'll learn how to create a label for your messages and how to move your messages from your inbox into your labels. Using this email as an example, let's say I get payroll each week. I want to create a payroll folder, so you can open the mail or you can simply have it selected and you'll see the archive or delete button at the top. To the right of that are your organizational tools. You have the option to move to or to apply a label. Let's simply apply a label. So click on Labels, and if I had a payroll label established already, I would just simply select that label, but I don't. So I'm going to create a new label. I click on Create New and I type the name of my label. I'm going to label this Payroll and click on Create. Now if I go back to my inbox, you can see I have it labeled as Inbox and Payroll, so it's in my inbox and it's labeled as Payroll. Go ahead and practice creating a label for one of your messages. When you apply a label to the message, it doesn't move from your inbox automatically. To move it from your inbox, you can simply click on Archive, and that message will now be moved over here to the label that you designated, Payroll, in this example. You can also move and label at the same time. So I'm going to go back to my inbox, and let's say that I have this labeled Plathos, but I also want to label it Computer Teacher, because this person often meets with us, the computer teacher and I, about a project. So I'm going to move it and label it at the same time. With the message selected, I'm going to click on Move To, and I'm going to move this to MS Computer Teacher. I applied a label MS Computer Teacher, and I moved it at the same time. Note that it's also labeled Plathos. So I'm going to go ahead down to my Plathos folder. That message is there as well. Because I've applied two labels to it, I can find it in two spots. So go ahead and practice by selecting an email and choose the Move To icon and either move it to an existing label or create a new one. If you're wondering about the color codes, you can go ahead and color code your labels. For example, let's say you just made a payroll label. If you go to the label on the left and you click on the arrow to the right of it, you can choose a color. I would say green would be appropriate for payroll. So you can see now that my payroll is labeled green. And that's all there is to it.